Hey, it's ReTara'D. It's finally Olympic time and I am so stoked. Today was just the qualifying round, but lots has happened already. And with the opening ceremony starting tomorrow and all the main events starting on the weekend, I can only imagine what we've got to come. My whole plan for this Olympic series is to try and do short little videos like this on my webcam every day, and then once a week, hopefully Monday or Tuesday, depending on my work schedule, I'll be doing a longer main channel video. Okay, so let's get started. Woo! Go Canada! So in the early hours of this morning, we were able to watch the men's snowboard slopestyle qualifying round, and luckily 2 Canadians get to move on to the final on Saturday. Maxence Perrault of Quebec placed first in his heat, so he gets to move straight into the finals, and Sébastien Touton was able to place third in his qualifying heat and also gets to move on to the finals. Medal hopeful Mark McMorris unfortunately was not able to place this morning and will have to move on to the qualifying round on Saturday before the finals. It looked like a near perfect run to me, but unfortunately the judges just didn't agree and he was placed 7th. He's still looking really good though, so we're going to keep our fingers crossed for him and I hope he gets on. In other slopestyle news, the women's qualifying round was today, and Spencer O'Brien of BC was able to cement a spot straight into the finals. Her teammate Jenna Blassman unfortunately was not. She placed 6th in her heat, but as for the same with Mark McMorris, she's looking really good, so I think that we could see her in her Sunday semi-final, hopefully qualifying to get into the final as well, leaving us with 2 women hopefuls for medals. So it's very exciting news in the slopestyle world for Canada, and not just because of all the people that have qualified, but also because Shaun White of the United States has decided to forego the competition. He was practicing and hurt his wrist on one of the jumps, so he said that he would like to drop out of slopestyle to maintain focus solely on the super pipe, which is where he feels his country depends on him most. So that's just great news for our Canadian boys. It just gives them an even better chance to medal. They were a little disappointed, but I mean, who can really complain, right? Moving on from there, we also had really great news in the qualifying round of the women's moguls. 4 Canadian women were able to move on to the final on Saturday. The final on Saturday. The 3 Dufour-Laplante sisters, Chloe, Justine, and Maxine, placed 2nd, 3rd, and 8th respectively. And another Canadian, Audrey Robichard, placed 9th, so she gets to move on. The way qualifying rounds work for moguls this year is that there was the first qualifying round today where the 10 women move on. There will be a second qualifying round on Saturday where 10 more women will move on. Those 20 women will slowly be whittled down round by round to a final 6, and those 6 women will be the ones that continue on to try and medal. So again, really awesome news for Canada. We've already got a few people in the finals for 2 events, so that's really, really exciting. And finally, in a non-qualifying round, this is an actual event, one that's new to the Olympics this year. It's the team figure skating event, which I really think we need to get a little bit more information on. Whoever's in charge of public information for the team figure skating event just really hasn't been doing a great job. I'm still not 100% sure how all the places work and everything. It seems kind of like an average of like the each person from each country's team, their position in their individual competitions will average together, and that's what makes the team's final score. Today we got to see the men and the pairs short programs, and after that we see Russia is in 1st place overall, with Evgeny Pushenko placing 2nd in his event, and Tatiana Vlasova and Maxim Trankov placing 1st in the pairs event. Canada is 2nd overall, with Patrick Chan placing 3rd in his event, and Megan Dumal and Eric Radford placing 2nd in theirs. And then finally, China is in 3rd overall right now, with Han Yan placing 4th in his men's single event, and Chang Peng and Hao Zhang placing 3rd in the pairs event. And one final piece of Canadian Olympic news, for Team Canada, the hockey team, the forward Steve Stamkos will be replaced by forward Martin St. Louis from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Steve Stamkos hurt his tibia earlier this year, and after a scan on Wednesday, it was discovered that he would not be fit to play. If you want to go over to my blog, you can see a full rundown of everyone who qualified for slopestyle as well as for moguls. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!